I think a good place to start with this is knowing that when you have positive self-talk, okay, it's going to help the flow of the normal flow of your body too, right? You get your mind right, your body kind of falls right along with it as well. Because when you can think more positive about things, when you can control what you say, you're going to be a little bit more upbeat. You maybe have a little bit more energy, and you're just gonna, when you feel better, you want to go out and you want to see the world, you want to do things. So it really is a domino effect with just starting and getting the mind right. And whatever that voice is, whatever that committee is up there, kind of, that we're working on. Mm-hmm. No, I think it's important to know that is coming from us, okay? Right. And it's coming from us. It's not coming from anywhere else. So that means you're in control. We may not think that we are with our own thoughts, because you're like, where did this come from? Where did this come from? It's coming from somewhere. It really is. So we have to realize first that we're in control of how we think and how we feel and what we tell ourselves. And even though there are obviously other cases, like, the cases in depression and mental health issues where there's a lot of other things going on, I'm talking about the majority of us, who we're in control of our thoughts and feelings. But too many times it feels like we're out of control. And that's where it can turn really toxic. When we feel like these thoughts and feelings are coming from somewhere else, or we're letting others impact how we feel, impact what we're telling ourselves about maybe our body image or our successes and things like that, our decisions we make in this world. So they're coming from us, and we care a lot about what others think. And we're probably running through that dialogue in our head a lot on, well, what are they thinking? What are they thinking? I think it's good to kind of turn this conversation into, well, how do I feel about this? How does it impact me? And going from there.
Okay. So that what might be step number one is, instead of saying, how is everyone else viewing this or feeling about this or thinking about this, but to turn it around and say, well, what do I want? What do I think?
Right. And it's not to say that you have to be selfish, right? Yeah, it doesn't mean you're selfish and you're like, well, I don't care what we have to take care. You have to take care of yourself, first. You have to get your mental state right, or that's going to be a problem for others around you, and people are not going to necessarily want to be around you. So I think it's okay to start out with yourself. Anytime I teach interpersonal communication, you know what chapter 1 is? Self-awareness.
Yeah.
Your own emotional state and understanding what your triggers are and going from there. So it's taking inventory of yourself. I would say taking inventory of yourself, what your personality is. So I've done a lot of, I'm just about to start a new podcast series on communication with different personality types. And it's going to be a fascinating road. But first you have to understand, what is my personality?
Right.
Because certain personality types are going to lend itself to certain degrees of self-talk, negative, positive self-talk. It's going to lend itself to that. So you understand yourself first, your emotional state first, and then you can kind of, branch from there.
I love that. So how many different personality types are there?
Well, it depends on so that's the thing. It depends on the assessments you take. So like, I like doing enneagrams. Sometimes you've heard of Enneagrams sometimes, and they tell you there's nine types: the helper, the loyalist, the perfectionist. But then if you do birds on a wire, which is a great one for moms, they give you different, like 4 different colors that you are, and the colors mean something. I mean, Myers-Briggs and DCI, there's so many different types, but so that's why I would kind of do Enneagrams is a great place to start, just because you can understand, what, this is why I act like this. This is why I think like this.
Right.
And here's some research to show why. And then I feel like I'm not alone in this.
Right. Right.
And there's resources now where you're like, oh, okay, I am a bit of a perfectionist. Let me maybe seek out some podcasts and books, some help that helps understand what this personality type is, what the communication styles are that go along with it, and the mental state of somebody inside that personality type.